Before we embark on today's journey of exploring the depths of the human soul, let's take a moment to quiet our minds and travel back in time with me to an ancient tale of a Zen master and his disciple. Within this profound story, we will discover timeless wisdom on how to liberate the soul, leading us to true freedom and inner peace. Under the shade of an ancient Bodhi tree, an elderly Zen master sat in meditation, surrounded by his disciples who attentively listened to his teachings. A young man, his face etched with worry, approached and knelt before the master. "Master," the young man began, his voice trembling, "I am facing many difficulties in life. I feel helpless and don't know what to do to solve them." The Zen master slowly opened his eyes, gazing at the young man with compassion. He gently placed a hand on the young man's shoulder and said, "My dear child, sometimes the best way to solve a problem is to do nothing." Surprised, the young man looked up at his teacher. "But master, if I do nothing, things will only get worse." The Zen master smiled. "Do you see that river over there?" He pointed towards the river flowing peacefully in the distance. Even when it encounters large rocks blocking its path, the river keeps flowing, finding a way to overcome or meander around them. It doesn't try to fight or change the rocks, but simply accepts their existence and adapts. The young man pondered in silence. The Zen master continued, "Life is like that river. There will be times when we face difficulties, challenges that seem insurmountable. But if we constantly worry, fear, and try to control everything, we only exhaust and stress ourselves. Sometimes, the best way is to let go, to let things unfold naturally, and trust that in the end, everything will be okay." The young man nodded, a glimmer of hope shining in his eyes. "I understand, master. I will try to let go of my worries and accept the things I cannot change." The Zen master smiled with satisfaction. "Remember, you are not alone. The universe has its own way of working, and everything happens for a reason. Trust in the flow of life, and you will find peace." Have you ever poured your heart and soul into controlling every detail to achieve your desired outcome, only to realize that things seem to become more complicated and spiral out of control? Have you ever invested all your passion into a job or a relationship, only to find that the harder you try, the tighter you hold on, the more everything slips away? If you've experienced these feelings of helplessness and disappointment, rest assured, you're not alone. Today we'll explore an intriguing paradox in life. Why sometimes the harder we try, the further we seem to be from our goals. We'll delve into the power of inner strength, the art of letting go and acceptance, so that we can control our thoughts, master our emotions, and elevate our mental fortitude. Because happiness and success don't come from controlling everything, but from our ability to adapt and accept the things we cannot change. When we learn to let go of excessive expectations, we'll find true peace and freedom within our souls. Join me in uncovering these secrets until the end of the video, and you'll realize that letting go isn't about giving up, but about opening ourselves to embrace better things. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any upcoming videos, where we'll continue this journey of self-discovery and the pursuit of true happiness. Imagine our minds as a lake. When the lake is calm, we can see through to the bottom, from the tiny pebbles to the creatures swimming below. But when waves rise and crash against the shore, all we see is a chaotic surface, unable to see any deeper. Our minds are the same. When it's at peace, we can think clearly, perceive problems with clarity, and make sound decisions. But when it's agitated by strong emotions and negative thoughts, all we see is confusion, unable to focus or find solutions to anything. External events, whether big or small, can stir our minds, creating ripples of anxiety, fear, and even despair. We often spend too much time and energy trying to control the uncontrollable, like the weather, the actions of others, or unexpected life events. This excessive focus on these things not only makes us tired and stressed, but also causes us to lose true peace and happiness. In such moments, trying to force our minds to think and find immediate answers only makes things more complicated. In haste, we gain nothing but satisfying the agitated and impatient mind. But afterward, we regret those impulsive thoughts and lack of reason. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the key to achieving inner peace is to clearly distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. Instead of wasting time and energy on things beyond our reach, let's focus on what we can master: our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. When we accept that there are things we cannot change, we liberate ourselves from frustration and helplessness. We will no longer be caught up in the whirlwind of pointless worries, but instead, we will focus on self-development, nurturing meaningful relationships, and living a purposeful life. Imagine you're steering a boat on a river. You can control the boat's direction and how you navigate, but you can't control the river's current, the weather, or unexpected waves. If you constantly worry about the things you can't control, you'll lose focus and potentially encounter danger. Instead, focus on steering your boat the best you can, taking advantage of favorable conditions and calmly and wisely dealing with challenges. Similarly, in life, focus on what you can master: your attitude, how you react to situations, how you treat others, and how you take care of yourself. When you do these things well, you'll find peace and happiness, regardless of external fluctuations. So instead of trying to fight the chaos in your mind, learn to recognize it and train yourself to be calm. When your mind is agitated, pause for a moment. Don't pay attention to the external world. Just observe the thoughts and emotions arising within you. Then, let your mind rest. Don't try to think or solve anything. The more you try to explain or solve problems while your mind is in turmoil, the more confused it becomes. Trust that, like a lake after a storm, your mind will naturally settle and return to a state of peace. Then everything will become clearer and you'll be able to solve problems smoothly without any unnecessary effort. Remember, happiness doesn't come from controlling everything, but from accepting what we can't change and focusing on what we can do. When we live a mindful and purposeful life, we will find peace even amidst life's storms. The second thing I want you to know is to learn to appreciate the present and live fully in each moment. There's a wonderful saying: when you worry, you are living in the future. When you suffer, you are living in the past. Only by living in the present can you find peace and see things clearly. When you focus on the present, you'll realize that everything around you is abundant. You don't need to try to change or influence anything. Look further. The Earth still revolves around the Sun. The solar system revolves around the Milky Way. Everything continues as it always has. Your task is to feel every beauty of life, every breath, every heartbeat, every warm ray of sunshine on your skin. And to help you live fully in the present, I want to introduce you to a wonderful method: meditation. Meditation is not a distant concept or reserved only for monks. It's simply about taking the time to listen to your breath, observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment or trying to change them. Meditation helps you return to yourself, connect with your inner self, and find peace amidst the chaos of life. When your mind is calm, you can see things more clearly, make wiser decisions, and live a more meaningful life. So take a little time each day to practice meditation. You'll be surprised by the positive changes it brings to your life. When you need a moment to reconnect with yourself, you don't have to rush home to a meditation room or to a meditation center to practice mindful breathing. You can practice breathing anywhere, whether sitting in the office or in the car. Even when shopping in a crowded supermarket or standing in a long queue at the bank, if you feel irritated or tired, you can practice breathing and smiling to avoid losing yourself and maintain balance for your body and mind. Meditation is not about escaping from life or from yourself, like a rabbit retreating to its burrow to avoid danger. If you run away, you can only find temporary peace. When you step out of that burrow, you still have to face life's problems. So practice meditation anytime, anywhere, by simply returning to your breath. Mindful breathing is the bridge that brings us back to ourselves, to our deepest emotions and thoughts. You can practice it anywhere, in any posture, walking, standing, lying down, or sitting. However, the sitting posture remains the most stable and ideal for you to focus on your breath and observe your mind fully. Gently bring your mind back to your body, starting by feeling each part. Your hands, feet, head, skin, the blood flowing in your veins, the supporting skeleton, the network of nerves, and the constantly moving muscles. Observe each part in turn, clearly feeling its shape, size, and the material it is made of. Listen to the steady rhythm of your breath. Feel your heart beating vibrantly, the blood circulating throughout your body, and the energy spreading through each nerve. Delve deeper into the microstructure of your body, realizing that everything is made up of living cells. They are born, grow, change, die, and disintegrate continuously. Even at a smaller level, all parts of you are made up of molecules, atoms, and subatomic particles that are constantly moving and changing. Feel the change happening every moment within your own body. After contemplating the impermanence within your body and mind, expand your awareness to the external world. Start with the objects closest to you: the cushion you're sitting on, the rug beneath your feet, the floor, the walls, the windows, and the ceiling of the room where you're meditating, the furniture and other things in the room. Examine each of them. They may seem static and solid, but in reality, they are matter made up of countless tiny molecules that are constantly shifting and moving. Stay with that experience for a while. Next, direct your attention a little further, beyond the walls of the room. Think about other people. Their bodies and minds are also constantly changing. Nothing exists immutably in any moment. This is also true for all other beings, from animals and birds to insects. Think of all the seemingly immobile objects in the world and in the universe: houses, skyscrapers, roads, vehicles, mountains, oceans and rivers, the earth, the sun, the moon, and the stars. All are made up of atoms and tiny particles, constantly changing every moment. Nothing exists permanently without change. Focus on this experience. Feel the truth of impermanence in all things. And just like that, you will realize that the problems that you face are so small in the vast universe. You will feel that everything that comes and goes has its own reason, and you don't need to interfere in that flow. What you need to do is try your best, fulfill your responsibilities, and let the universe decide the outcome. An interesting fact I'd like to share: our subconscious mind becomes more active in a relaxed state. Intuition and those sudden bursts of inspiration often appear mysteriously when we're not actively thinking about a problem. Throughout history, from ancient times to the present, it's been proven that many great inventions didn't result from intense intellectual effort, but rather from unexpected eureka moments when the mind was relaxed and at ease. So what creates this paradox? Perhaps when we exhaust our conscious minds searching for a solution, we inadvertently create barriers and limitations for our thinking. We get trapped in familiar patterns and pre-existing assumptions, preventing us from seeing new possibilities and creative solutions. But when we let go of control and allow our minds to wander freely, new connections and unexpected ideas can arise naturally. In a relaxed state, our subconscious mind operates more powerfully. It synthesizes and processes the information and experiences we've accumulated, leading to conclusions and fresh ideas that our conscious mind can't access. This is precisely why aha moments often occur while we're showering, taking a walk, or even sleeping. Therefore, don't pressure yourself to find answers immediately. Sometimes allow your mind to rest, giving your subconscious the chance to work and bring you unexpected ideas. Trust your intuition, and you'll be surprised by the creative potential that lies within you. Often we confuse overthinking with problem solving. However, the truth is, the more we overthink, the more we get stuck in a loop and reach a dead end, unable to find a way out. Words like "if only" or "I should have" linger in our minds, like judges constantly scrutinizing our lives. Overthinkers also agonize over trivial matters like what to post on social media, because they are overly concerned about others' opinions and judgments. They toss and turn all night due to worries and endless thoughts. Big questions like, "Why did that happen?" or "What does it mean?" keep repeating in their heads without answers. As Susan Nolan Huxema, the head of the psychology department at Yale University, has pointed out, chronic worry not only erodes mental health, but also pushes physical health to the brink. It makes you feel stuck and hopeless. And if not addressed, it will severely impact all aspects of your life. Overthinking quickly drives health and happiness into a dead end, making you more susceptible to despair and anxiety. Overthinkers often worry about the future, about potential negative outcomes, and they try to think their way out of problems but fail, getting trapped in a vicious cycle of their own minds. Excessive thinking can easily rob you of a sense of control over your life. It takes away our active participation in the world around us. Not only affecting the mind, chronic worry also increases the risk of coronary heart disease and weakens the immune system. Dwelling on the past distances us from the present, evident when you can't focus on your current tasks. If you ask chronic worriers how they feel, none of them would say they're happy. Most feel incredibly sad and tired. Overthinking creates a trap for your brain, keeping it stuck in worry. When repetitive thinking becomes as natural as breathing, you need to quickly address and find a solution to this problem. Because when a difficult event pushes us into a state of depression, it easily triggers sad memories, setting the stage for overthinkers to fall into a spiral of depression. Someone once said, "There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path." However, we often make the mistake of viewing happiness as a destination, a goal to be achieved. We live in haste, always wanting to finish everything quickly, to move on to the next thing. When we eat quickly so we can do other things. When we speak quickly because there's so much to say, or we can't control our emotions. When we try to walk fast to reach our destination, achieve our goals, finish early to rest early. It's as if slowing down a bit would leave us behind or destroy us. We keep rushing madly towards the future, forgetting to enjoy the present. When we set a goal B, our mind becomes completely consumed by it. We lose sleep, forget other responsibilities, and even cause harm to ourselves and others, all for the sake of B. B could be a degree, a position, owning an expensive apartment, becoming famous, or winning the love of someone we admire. We almost completely ignore the process of achieving B, even though that process might take years. We live in stress, fatigue, even suffering, to achieve what we call happiness. But the time we spend in suffering can sometimes be many times greater than the time we truly feel happy. And when we reach our goal, the happiness doesn't last long, because soon after, we crave another goal C. We again believe that C is the most important thing, and without C, we can't be happy. In this way, our lives are just endless journeys, and our happiness becomes fleeting and fragile. Fragile because we've never truly enjoyed pure happiness, always with worries intertwined. We worry about tomorrow, about misfortunes that might befall B, or good things that might not happen with C. We forget that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. Happiness lies in every step we take, every breath we inhale, every moment we live fully in the present. Don't let distant goals obscure the beauty of life unfolding right before your eyes. Learn to appreciate every moment, every experience, and you will find that happiness is always present around you. The final thing I want to mention is that in the journey to find peace, we cannot overlook the lesson of letting go. Letting go is a profound concept in life, applied in various fields such as psychology, philosophy, and religion. In modern society, people frequently face pressures, anxieties, and complex relationships. These burdens, if not managed properly, will gradually drain our mental and physical energy. Therefore, practicing letting go is not just an action, but also a process of learning and self-training to achieve inner freedom and lasting happiness. Letting go does not mean giving up or abandoning everything. On the contrary, letting go is about accepting reality and not clinging to things that no longer bring us benefit. This can include unhealthy relationships, negative thoughts, or even unrealistic expectations. The concept of letting go has been widely used in Eastern philosophies such as Buddhism and Taoism, where letting go is considered the path to enlightenment and inner peace. In daily life, we often hold on to things we believe are essential for our happiness, such as work, money, relationships, or even personal ideas and opinions. However, holding on is not always beneficial. In many cases, it is precisely the things we cannot let go of that are the root causes of suffering and stress. Therefore, letting go is not only a life skill, but also an art of living, helping us achieve balance and harmony. The first and most obvious benefit of letting go is the liberation of the mind from unnecessary burdens. When we let go of unrealistic expectations, we no longer feel disappointed when things do not go as planned. This helps us live more realistically, accepting what we cannot change and focusing on what we can control. Additionally, letting go helps improve both mental and physical health. Negative emotions such as anger, resentment, or worry can cause stress, weaken the immune system, and lead to serious health problems. When we learn to let go of these emotions, we simultaneously free our bodies from their negative effects, leading to a healthier body and mind. Letting go also improves our relationships with others. When we no longer cling to unrealistic expectations and demands, we become more accepting of others. This creates a healthy communication environment and builds sustainable relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Although letting go brings many benefits, it is not an easy process. One of the biggest challenges is overcoming fear. We often fear losing familiar things, even when they no longer bring us happiness. This fear stems from uncertainty about the future, about not knowing what will happen when we let go. Additionally, the personal ego is a significant barrier. The ego makes us feel the need to control everything and protect what we own. Letting go is sometimes misunderstood as a sign of weakness or failure. However, the truth is that letting go requires courage and determination because it requires us to face ourselves and accept that there are things beyond our control. Another challenge is changing habits and beliefs that have been formed over time. Old beliefs, values, and habits are often closely tied to our personal identity. Letting go of them can create a sense of loss and emptiness, making us feel adrift. This is why many people, even when they understand the importance of letting go, still struggle to do so. Practicing letting go can begin with small things in daily life. We can start by letting go of items we no longer use, old clothes, or keepsakes that no longer hold meaning. This not only helps declutter our living space, but also cleanses our minds, creating room for new and positive things. Another way to practice letting go is through meditation. Meditation is an effective method for recognizing and confronting thoughts and emotions we usually try to avoid. Through meditation, we learn to observe without judgment and gradually let go of unnecessary things. Meditation helps us become calmer, enhances focus, and brings a sense of peace. Moreover, accepting reality is also an important part of the letting go process. Acceptance does not mean giving up dreams or goals, but rather realizing that not everything always goes as planned. This helps us stop clinging to the past, stop blaming ourselves or others, and find peace within our hearts. In relationships, letting go can bring about significant positive changes. A healthy relationship is not based on control or coercion, but on mutual respect and understanding. When we let go of unrealistic expectations, we no longer try to change others to fit our desires. Instead, we accept them as they are. Letting go also improves our ability to listen and understand. Instead of reacting impulsively or making judgments, we learn to listen without immediately forming opinions. This helps create an open communication environment where everyone can share their feelings and thoughts sincerely. In family relationships, letting go is also crucial to maintaining harmony. Family members often have different expectations of each other, and when these expectations are not met, it can easily lead to conflict. Letting go of these expectations helps create a more harmonious family atmosphere where everyone feels loved and accepted. In the realm of work and career, letting go can be understood as accepting that not every plan will go as intended. This does not mean we stop striving or give up our goals, but that we learn to be flexible and adapt to changes and challenges. When we let go of the obsession with success or perfection, we reduce the pressure on ourselves and our colleagues. This not only improves mental health, but also fosters creativity and innovation. When no longer confined by rigid frameworks, we can easily find new solutions and breakthrough ideas. Letting go also helps us build a more positive work environment. Instead of competing and struggling against one another, we learn to cooperate and support each other. This not only enhances work efficiency, but also creates a healthy corporate culture where everyone grows and succeeds together. On our journey exploring Stoic philosophy, we've learned a valuable lesson. Don't try to force what is beyond your control. True peace and freedom only come when we accept reality, instead of endlessly chasing after distant illusions. Remember, happiness doesn't lie in changing the world, but in changing ourselves. Focus on living in accordance with your personal values and morals, without worrying about outcomes or things beyond your control. When your mind is calm and unburdened, true peace will come from within. Thank you for joining us in this video. We hope these insights have brought you new perspectives and positive values. If you found the content helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to support us. Keep following our channel to discover more interesting and useful knowledge about Stoic philosophy and how to apply it to your daily life. Wishing you peace and happiness in your soul.